Hi everyone. Thank you for watching A Touch of Tarot. I just noticed I didn't bring my water here. If I need it, I'll grab it after. I hope you're all doing well. I'm come on here. I have this reading to give you and it's huge. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. This message is really deep that I'm going to give. I'm not going to talk too much. And thank you so much for being on here because maybe you can keep track of everything going on. I would like to focus on the message I pulled for us. Hello. It's really deep because, you know, the reading I did earlier today was dark. It was sad. And there was this energy of a masculine just, you know, not realizing what he's going to miss out on. You know, you did, you had contact, huh? Um, I'm going to try and not talk up there because I pulled a lot of cards here and I'm going to put this, I guess I'll show you the cards. They're amazing. I'm going to read them in the order I pulled them because I was like, what is going on with the DM, especially after today's reading? It's 1 in the morning or something here. I'm in my PJs. Thank you so much. Like I came on, no makeup today. I'm like, whatever. I put some lipstick on. And I was gonna do it recorded, but the thing is I actually think I'm gonna take a break for the weekend. The energy has been so intense. Hello, Renee. Thank you for being here. The energy has been so intense. With readings I've done, I've even, you know, turned down readings a lot lately. For those of you that have booked, I'm keeping the schedule. I'm keeping those readings still. I'm still gonna do recordings, but even I feel it's time to just, even for 2 days for the weekend, I probably won't be back on here tomorrow or the next day, and just give myself some time to re-energize too. But it's not even about re-energizing. It's like there's just this vibe, you know. I'm sure you guys are feeling it. There's just a vibe, and I don't want to pick up on the collective energy that's so negative that I picked up this morning. I hate having a reading like that where it's saying, you know, the masculine is just partying and this and that. And I needed more clarification and I got it. So I'm going to start before I get lost in conversation, as I often can do. I'm going to literally go by the cards I pulled out in the order. Okay. So let me just grab my stone. Feel that out for a second. This is a really deep message and it makes sense. It's kind of similar. It's not similar to the other one, but there's a similar theme here with possibly, you know, the lion card came in reverse. And what the lion would regularly mean, it's a sudden shock from bad news. So the bad news has kind of come and passed. And this masculine energy here is having trouble being honest. And he wants to come forward, but this is the issues we have here. So the first cards I pulled from were Talk to Me Like I Love You deck. And the first card is, I hate feeling that I have to walk on eggshells around you. And there's this energy here. Let me get my little pointer for my own sake. I'll put the camera down so you guys can see. Sorry, let me see my place. Sorry, that didn't. Sorry. See, things are just, this is why I need my breakish. Hope I can do this. Okay, there we go. So the first card we have here, I pulled this row first, this row second, this row third, this row fourth, these to like clarify some more with this row down here and then these 2 rows. So the masculine comes forward saying he feels like he has to walk on eggshells around you. And this is the, you know, this is the energy. Whether or not he actually does, this is his feeling. And there's a reason he's feeling like this, because there's some truth that has to be spoken here. And for many people, it does happen with a relationship. We have a marriage card here. There's been disturbance in this marriage, likely, for this reading. With the clouds, the dark side indicates a divorce. We have the dog here. This represents true friends, but it can also represent enemies as well. And we have the lion card in reverse, which right off the bat, you know, he's had some bad news and he wants to come forward, but he feels like he has to walk on eggshells around you. And that's not a comfortable vibe. And you know, I can tell you firsthand, I get this energy because I see it even in my masculine. And I'm not, he doesn't have to walk around eggshells around me, just like he probably doesn't have to walk on eggshells around you. But for some reason, he's built this up in his head. So the next card is, please, can you forgive me? And he's literally saying, please, can you forgive me for being honest? Can you forgive me that I feel like I have to walk on eggshells around you, even though that sounds absurd? Can you forgive me? All masculine wants is for you to listen to me with an open heart. And basically, he wants to speak to you and he wants to tell you all of these things that have been going on here, and they're dark. With this marriage card, like, you know, commitment. In other words, enemies around him. He's been giving financial support, afraid to drop this other person or persons, sneaky behavior, not wanting to do things on his own, but wanting to move forward to the divine feminine, who's showing up here as the Nine of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess card here as well with the Nine of Cups, wanting to speak the truth, but he feels like he has to walk on eggshells around you. And this is part of the reason that he's absent. It's like he'd rather turn his back or face down than move forward and just tell you what's been going on. And another reason he doesn't want to tell you what's been going on, like, for some of you, he's actually married and you don't even know it. You know, and for some of you, he really is in a committed relationship, even if he said he's not anymore. There's more to the story. There's still a connection financially. Seriously. Now let me turn these cards over because this is all part of it. So the first card from the Goddess deck, and I'm going to read them. You know, these decks, this deck is from Australia. Most beautiful messages, and I think that they're important. I've only read the purple one right now. The other two, I decided I'm just going to read this. I'm like, you know, the purple one is about the third eye chakra. It's about an awakening. It's about realizing that he wants to move forward with his heart. You know, all he wants is for you to listen to him with an open heart, but he's still afraid. He still feels like he has to walk on eggshells. It's absolutely, it's ridiculous, but that's how they feel. And we can't control how someone else feels. All we can do is sit back and allow them to come in when they're ready. And that's the truth. You can't rush anything. So the first card from this deck is Spiritual Awakening. And these stories in this book are so meaningful. I'm going to read every single one of them. So if you don't want to watch, you know, you can do what you want to do. Have you ever experienced that light bulb moment when suddenly everything just falls into place, where the key piece of the puzzle finally fits and it begins to take shape and form? The skeleton of your picture. You haven't finished the puzzle yet, but you're getting a glimpse into what it might look like when it's completed. Spiritual awakening is a profound moment in time and embraces your true sense of understanding from your very soul. You may not even fully appreciate the gravity of what you're learning right now, as it is so great. However, over the next few days, it will become clearer and will give you a very deep insight into yourself. Regardless of the situation, this new revelation has brought you close to self and provided you with a foundation on which to understand yourself at a far deeper, more profound spiritual level than you ever have before. You still have some ways to go, yet this is the beginning of a new journey in your life story which will prove to be a major turning point. This is going to be a major turning point, especially if the divine masculine steps up and speaks and realizes. Because I do feel like the divine feminine has gone through this spiritual awakening And probably still is, for sure. It's not probably. But you focusing on you is also helping him realize. He's realizing. He knows. Why does he feel like he has to walk on eggshells? What have you done? You've done nothing. You've done nothing wrong. This is their own fears that they have to face. And the reason that they're fearing it is because they've been keeping secrets. And you already know. He doesn't even know how psychic you ladies are. You are so in tune. You know everything going on. If you just talk to yourself and ask for the answers, or you don't even have to ask for the answers because you know that, just if you need the clarification, ask yourself to give it to you. The next card we have is resilience. They know you know. And you know what scares them even more is your silence. That's what I'm hearing. It's like your silence scares them even more because they don't know what to read about you anymore. And the Divine Feminines are sick and tired of arguing or going forward and confronting. There's nothing to be confronted anymore. You just want the actions. You just want the truth. And they know it. And it terrifies them. The last two cards we have here are the King of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Underneath that is the Tower, is the Fool, is the Star card. They are so afraid to go for what they want for some reason. Resilience. Resilience is the ability to withstand the challenges and difficulties which we all experience in our life's journey. The ability to have the experiences and learn how to better manage the situation if presented with them again. These situations, if presented with them again, is the real art of resilience. Resilience empowers us to become confident and to trust and understand that we have the will and the knowledge to manage any circumstances. Whilst embroiled in the situation, we find it hard to comprehend where our strength will come from. However, somehow we connect to an inner knowing. And you know, that's the thing right now. It's not finished here yet, but a lot of us, there's such an intense energy that we are wondering, where is this going to go? We're doubting ourselves. We're doubting the situation. Remember, it's Mercury retrograde. It is Pisces season. This is the last cycle of your Wheel of Fortune. This is a time when a lot of stuff's going to come out. And the best thing you can do is sit back and breathe. It really is. However, somehow we connect to an inner knowing. We understand that the wisdom gained from such circumstances only adds to the richness of our life's journey. And it truly does. It really does. Especially if you've been on this journey with this person for a long time, this will only add to the richness. It's like when you cook a pot of stew or whatever it may be, it just gets better and better with time. You have the strength of will and stamina to see this through to the end, however painful it may be. And that right there is telling me, for some, there is going to be an ending. Because this person, this divine masculine, for some, he's so afraid to come forward. He's so afraid to drop this third party situation, which really, I was just corrected, like, we're actually the third party for lots of us. For lots of us, we're the ones that came into the picture. So he's so worried to drop this first party. The one that he knows he's not meant to be with. It was something that happened. It was a time in his life. But he's met this abundant, beautiful being who is not asking for anything but love. Actually, right now, what you're asking for is his return over everything, with the bird perched on her hand. You just want this return right now. First thing. You have the strength of will and stamina to see this through to the end, however painful it may be. You are reaching new limits within yourself, which you never thought you could survive. And for those of you that remember my dream, if I mentioned it, I think I did, where I couldn't speak and I had to hold my energy in, that is a huge thing right now. Everything that's going on does not have to be expressed. And the stronger and harder path is usually the more profitable is to hold information in and to just feel it and to just trust in the universe. Trust is a huge issue right now, and I know that because I keep on catching myself saying I don't trust people. And I haven't said that type of stuff repetitively for a very long time. So I know I'm picking up on the collective energy. There is trust issues right now. And it goes from every little thing, from even your Uber ripping you off for $2. Every little thing around you that you may not realize is building this issue with trust. Even if it's your phone bill ripping you off and you have to go deal with that and you're like, wow, I can't trust anyone. Even I went to get new equipment for here, a camera. Like I was looking at options and I figured out, I think I'm just going to get a better phone. And the thing is like everywhere was just not giving me the best price. And then I go look online and I find everything almost half the price. And I'm like, wow, like I want to support your company. I want to support the mom and pop shop, but you're not even trying to support me. You're trying to rip me off. And it's just like, I just said it to myself. I'm like, no wonder people have trust issues. It's every little thing around them. It's been such a hard time with little rewards to keep you motivated to continue the fight. The battle was unavoidable and you put up a good fight. But now it's time to walk away and heal yourself from the wounds you sustained. And it is time to walk away. We have the Nine of Cups and the High Priestess that came out together for the first two cards from the tarot deck. And this is you having to know you will get your wish fulfilled, whether it comes in the form you thought it would come in or not. At the bottom of the deck, we have the pig, and the pig is all about an omen of luck. It's almost over. And in a few more days, there will be a resolution to this issue. I love the fact that these cards are mentioning, like, you know, a few more days. I don't know if it was just this card so far, but this is the second time I've said it. So this is like happening now. The key to this experience is to ensure you find time to mend your broken heart, spirit, and soothe your battered soul. Once you begin to self-nurture, you will wonder what all the fuss was about in the first place. And it's true, life is short, and we actually have a card here that talks about the masculine fearing that, you know, he doesn't get to take things with him to the next life. He wants to make sure that he has his love with his divine feminine and shares moments with you. Because when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. He doesn't want to remember this. He doesn't want to lose the love of his life and leave the world like that. It's on their mind. I'm telling you, we have reflection here, you know, going deep within his heart. Everything he's been projecting on you is actually his own fears. Anything he said about you doing is actually his fears. He has to walk on eggshells around you. No, actually, you probably feel like you have to walk around eggshells around him at times. I can relate to that because I'm like, oh no, like, what is he going to do if I say something wrong? He's going to run again? You know what I mean? And it's not that I fear that, but it's probably deep in my subconscious. That, like, okay, I'm just going to relax, let him come back. Let's just let him start the conversation. I'm not going to push things because every time you push the truth, he runs. So there you go, more trust issues. More issues altogether. The key to this experience is to ensure to find the time to mend your broken heart. And that's a huge, huge thing here. You do have to mend your heart. And there is this ongoing message of letting go, of walking away. It really is the key to this. And it's not about giving up on your masculine. It's literally just about letting it go and being like, fuck it. There's a book I read when I was in Mexico, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I don't recommend it. I don't believe in everything it says because he doesn't agree with like affirmations or anything like that. And I am huge on that. But the energy of just saying, fuck it. It actually is true. It's not worth it. And for a lot of the divine feminines, you can't just go and move on. I understand that. You can't just go and move on, like as in go to another person, but that's okay. And it's hard sometimes because I think one thing we want to feel more than anything is touch and connection. Really, we want connection, and we associate touch with connection. Understandably. I am personally someone that doesn't believe we're supposed to be able to do everything on our own. I actually believe with all the humans in this world, we're not supposed to do this on our own. That's my belief. I believe we are supposed to have a community of people around us that we can hug every day and touch every day and give kisses to every day and, you know, just be in connection with. I understand the magic in self-love and the power in self-love, but I truly believe it's unhealthy to be alone every day. That's my belief. Like, you know, put it like this. If you have a baby and you don't touch the baby and you just, brand new baby, and you just give her food and walk away and that's all you do, your baby will go. He or she will pass on. Babies need to be touched. The purple chakra fairy represents the brow chakra or third eye and is located at the center of the forehead. The purple fairy symbolizes the connection to our intuition and to our unconscious self, which is linked to the universal wisdom. She is on a constant journey to seek the truth and better understand the wisdom of the world and the wisdom of the sacred ancients which have passed before her. And here we have that ancient wisdom energy again. Remember, if you need an answer, ask your ancestors. Ask them to intervene as well, because you have to ask them and give them the permission to do so. She trusts herself to know that the universe is not just what surrounds her in this world, but extends to other realms and other wisdoms. The purple fairy's ability to see beyond this world into others provides her with a keen sense of self-responsibility to follow her soul's path, to fearlessly trust her intuition and psychic abilities, and know she has the guidance and knowledge of the timeless wisdom shared by those to reside in the universal spirit. The purple fairy encourages you to trust in your inner self and acknowledge the knot which has taken up residence in your tummy lately. And you know, this could be very relevant for some of you. You could be having literally digestive issues. And even I feel a little bit like that. And I'm like, why? Why? I'm so healthy. Why is that happening? It's because there's a knot, there's a tightness. What you are thinking is real. You already know the truth. It's time to find the courage to trust in your intuition. You're a practical person, and the decision you need to make is not really as hard as you think. You need to be responsible for yourself, and until you change the situation, you deny yourself self-respect and self-love. Once you have taken the action required, much support will come your way, and life will resume as it once was. This is about literally having to fill yourself with love. As much as I understand we want this connection externally. And please do like or subscribe. And if not, I've gotten to the point where I don't care anymore, because watch the videos. They help you, and that's what matters the most. So the first card, which was, I was trying to do 3, but then I kept on being told to take more, take more. Look deep within your heart. Now, where did this was it. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. For my love for you is as deep as the ocean. We get it, masculine, but we need more. We need more. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that it will work out for the best. And yes, this is amazing advice for us. We understand that. And I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I understand why you're getting tired of it. I understand that too. But yes, this advice is important. It is important to find self-love first. If if you're just, I'm telling you, like, I'm feeling the knots in my stomach too, the tightness. And I said it to myself last night, why? And I understand because I'm uptight a little bit right now. I'm like, well, what? Like, this is going on quite long. And I understand there's things to work out, but if someone can come forward, we could probably help them solve their problems. We could probably give them the advice and comfort they need, but they are too afraid to even speak it because they've probably had bad reactions from whoever this little princess is over here with, like, the enemy card and the marriage card here and the clouds, domestic unhappiness. Like, literally, there's something here to do with some sort of a marriage. And okay, maybe it's not a marriage, maybe it's just a real strong commitment, but I'm picking up for many, or for some, there's even possibly an actual marriage of some sort. Maybe it's common law, okay? But there's something here. There's money involved. There's sneaky behavior. The masculine is feeling sneaky to do what's right, and what's right is to walk away. We literally have 5, 6, 7 here. But it's 6, 5, 7. There's a little mix up here. He needs to let go of this first and release this giving to this person. Because he's not giving where it should be. This person just has her hands out. It's crazy. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess equally. So qualities you don't like are also a reflection of yourself, and we get that. And that's what I'm saying. If the masculine feels like he has to walk on eggshells, well, trust me, masculine, we feel the same way about you. Except we're not saying it because we're not trying to project that. We're trying to handle it and be a higher person and go to a higher vibration. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and memories you have shared with those you love. This is big. When this card came out, because this was the 4th card and I was only trying to pull 3, but I realized the masculines have death on their mind. They really do. It's a natural factor. This is what keeps them striving to keep busy and to get this money and to get everything together, because they're going to die. It's the most ridiculous concept in the world, because you're going to spend all your time preparing for death, basically. When are you going to enjoy your love? When are you going to enjoy your life? So the first 2 cards that came out, and I mean, this could be read many ways because it's a masculine here trying to fulfill his wishes, and we have a feminine here who knows everything that's going on. And she's sitting there so patiently. And she knows what's going on. She knows what he's trying to do. And for some of them, sure, maybe they are out drinking and stuff and having fun. It's total facade. It's totally fake. 100%. If my masculine's out right now drinking and stuff, that isn't even his scene. So it's totally fake. And maybe some of you know your masculine like that too. My masculine's a homebody who wants to, like, be alone all the time, or with one person in a cozy, comfortable situation. So for some of you, you may know that about your masculine. And if he's out like this, it's all fake. It's all a show. It's all like trying to escape. It's a real trying to escape, because it's gotten to the point now where they realize it's like pushing it. It really is. Because the divine feminine are becoming so much more enlightened and so much more aware. They just know it's not healthy to stay and wait for this anymore. And the divine masculine feels you just like you feel them. So if your divine masculine is not presenting himself, for some, I just feel like he's actually given up. And that sucks. Here they are providing. And look at this, how this energy is. For some, the divine masculine, yes, it can be children. But I honestly feel for some, the divine masculine is actually giving to more than one person. And I don't think it's a feminine. For some, the divine masculine may be taking care of family, maybe taking care of, I don't know, someone else specifically. I don't know exactly who it is. But here we have this one man giving to 2 people. Here we have this one man who's basically afraid to cut off 2 people, though he knows he has to. He knows it's he'll be stuck in this for the rest of his life. Have fun. Have fun. Have fun. And you know what the worst part about it is? The divine masculine taking care of other people actually gives him a bad karma because he is hindering them from living their life. He's hindering them from going to figure their own shit out. This is what we've all had to go through. This is what these people have to go through too. So if they don't want to do it now and they want to leech off of him, cool. You guys do that. You guys can come back here in the next lifetime. We're all going to move forward. We're all going to do something better because we've been working on that and we've been coming to this understanding. And I'm telling you, there's an energy here where there's a lot of doubt going on. A lot of divine feminines, or, you know, the one that has moved forward and leveled up, they're almost feeling pulled back in a sense because it's like, I've done the work. I've released this. But clearly, if you're feeling down about it, like there's something that you're not truly released. And I understand. And I'm telling you, everyone, I understand you. Okay? I'm not saying like you suck or anything like that. I understand why you don't feel like you're moving forward. Because you've done so much work. And for what? We've all been getting the guidance here on YouTube. Let things go. Move on. Focus on yourself. And we've all done it. But where is the other person? And that's another thing. For many of us, all we really have to do, I swear to you, is truly let go of the masculine. You guys know this from high school. You guys know this from your 20s. As soon as you stop giving a complete fuck, they come back. And that sucks for some people because the divine, thank you, Renee, so much. The divine masculine, for some, when the divine feminine finally gives up, you're not going to trust him when he comes back. And that's sad. So I wanted further clarification, and these cards were all just at the bottom, just coming out, and the message was so clear. So there's something the masculine is afraid to discuss with you. And for some of you, I'll tell you this. It's that he is going through a divorce or something like that. There actually is something he's afraid to share with you that is actually a good thing. Maybe because he'll have to tell you the whole story. I'm not sure why. But for some, I do feel like he knows it's best to leave a situation. And maybe he's in the midst of this situation, of leaving this, of a battle of some sort. And he has to do it on his own, sure. But to be honest, I would love, if this is what my masculine's going through, because I don't know, okay? Some of you know, some of you don't know. I don't know what my masculine's going through. If this is what he's going through, I would love him to tell me this. And that would make me want to give him more space. But instead, he feels like he has to walk on eggshells. And I'm telling you, this one is so true. This is the first card that came out, and it's so true that they feel that way because they know you love them so much. They know it's so deep. So they know that they have to step forward with the truth. They really do. If they want a new beginning and if they want to go towards their wish, which is this beautiful energy of this feminine. I look at this card so differently now. I look at this woman as someone that has done everything for her masculine. And she has tried to help him in every way. And she's done it from her heart. And that's why she's naked. Because she's doing it genuinely. She's not covering up one single thing. In fact, she's bowing down. And this is an energy which we picked up from a year ago that we're not supposed to do. We're actually supposed to rise up because the divine masculine is supposed to have to rise up as well. But we've catered, and it's understandable. We've done our best. That felt good at the time, but maybe some of us have forgotten. We're actually not supposed to lower ourselves in any way. We're supposed to be at the highest vibration, and if he wants to be a little fool starting from zero, well, then he's going to have to step up. If he wants to be a page, he's going to have to step up. If he wants to see us, he's going to have to level up to us. There's none of this. But this feminine is such a beautiful energy, and she's done nothing but given to him, given to herself, given everything. These jugs are getting empty. She's bared her soul. And she's waiting for the return. I'm seeing the bird in the background. She's waiting for the return. Let's pull some... I don't even know what cards to pull from here, to be honest with you. Like, here, I know what deck. This is what's going on right now. And this is why I'm taking a break. Because this energy is so intense. So as I said, for those of you that have booked readings, I'm still keeping the appointments. I'm still doing those. But to pick up on this collective energy, it's so intense. And the one I picked up this morning, I didn't want to put it out there, but I had to. It's the truth. There's some masculines that are not going to move forward. This one is more about a masculine that's coming to some sort of realization. He's coming to some sort of a spiritual awakening, but it doesn't mean he's going to come forward because he still feels like he has to walk on eggshells. I just like, even just saying that sentence, it gets very annoying. It really can piss a person off. Let's see if I have, well, whatever. Here we go. Our favorite card lately. Because what is this about? See, this is the issue. The mouse is huge. The hawk is so small. And this is how he feels. This is a card about small steps at a time. But this is how our masculine feels. Like, he can't face you. Meanwhile, we're just, like, you know, technically we're a little mouse. And to him, we are huge. Huge. Because we are the elixir of life. We truly are the gift. Look at this. My favorite divine masculine card. Because this is what happens when he steps up. When he steps up, nothing will scare him. Not even your big energy will scare him. He will fight to protect you, to not have you cry, to shelter you. But you are so big in his eyes. You are the elixir of life. You radiate life, and he feels like a peanut next to you. And this is the point. It's not your job to kneel down. It's not your job to kneel down. It's no longer. And I'm not telling you guys to be mean to him or anything like that. I'm telling you guys, it's Mercury retrograde. Take some time to yourself and just drop it. And just say to yourself, you know what? Let me look at this again after the 21st or whenever this ends. And let's see what's going on around the 21st here. So the 20th is the full moon. Just let this full moon pass. Move ahead with your intentions, or accept that your intentions were not for the best. And your intentions are what you set the other day with the new moon. So you can still set your intentions now. And during the full moon, it's a good time to move forward with them or release them. If they're not working, correct them. Remember, you're the gift. And also remember that space is important. When I look at this bird, I'm seeing these birds everywhere. Number 22, like 1111 energy. Stay in the energy of hope. But remember to give that freedom. Give the freedom of speech. You know, maybe it's going to be, if this person comes back, this is Mercury retrograde. This is a time of communication. And I don't think it's bad communication. I think it's a time to reassess and redo. No one says redo. I never hear anyone say redo. They're like, reevaluate, read this. No, it's actually an opportunity to redo. Return, whatever. Beautiful. It's great. Communication is great. But give him, even you might want to say, listen, I'm not going to judge you. I'm a friend. You have to be a friend with your masculine first. And remember that. Treat him like a friend before anything. This is Mercury retrograde. Do not jump to anything. Step back. Like I said, you don't have to verbalize everything, but you can tell him, I'm here for you. I'm a friend. You can open up to me and I'm not going to judge you. This white rose is a rose of friendship. This blue color is about just facing your blues and just like knowing that your blues exist, but looking towards the light, looking towards hope. And let him have freedom of speech. You become that light for him when he's blue. and let him have the freedom of speech and let him share. And look at you. You hold an umbrella for him. You're a gift. He looks at you like you're this huge gift. He has to climb this huge, beautiful, radiant gift. And look at it, it's like a peacock, or I'm guessing that's a peacock, and those are the birds that speak, right? You tell him, hun, this is you now. Like, tell me what you need to tell me, and I'm just here to listen. And don't even, in the beginning, it's Mercury retrograde. Just let him speak. Tell him you know he's going to be able to solve this on his own. If he comes back, because a lot of you, they will come back around. They will come back just because it's Mercury retrograde. That's why you don't jump into anything, because you need to see what happens after that. The planets are such a big factor in our lives. It's unbelievable. And the more you pay attention to your feelings and emotions, like I'm feeling the intensity. I'm feeling a really strong intensity to protect my energy, because you don't have a lot to give at this time. For many of you, it's just time to rest. And that's why I'm going to take the weekend off of live readings, and I'm just going to focus on the readings I have to do. If you want to book, you can book for next week. At this point, no more weekend readings right now. And I'm going to sleep a lot, and I'm going to rest. So, yeah, we are all here for each other, absolutely. And, you know, I was going to leave it with the one reading today, and it was so crappy. I couldn't. I had to know more of what's going on. And that's why I started with the Talk to Me Like I Love You cards. I needed to know. And what he's saying is he feels like he has to walk on eggshells, when that's just a projection of his own fears. Nothing to do with you. You feel like you have to walk on eggshells, and you're not telling him that. You're not bringing that up. Every time I say something to you, look at you run. You don't say that to him, because you're on another level now. Look at you. Look how big you are. And he realizes that, and he no longer feels like, and it's not that you're actually probably being very feminine with all these beautiful pink colors here and these pink energies. You're probably being very feminine, and that scares him. It's International Women's Day. So it's no surprise to me that we're coming up here as this big, huge energy. The elixir of life, the gift. And this is a moment in time. That's a message that just came in my head, and I don't even know what that means, but this is a moment in time. Just, I guess, appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. I don't know what else to say. I'm just happy that I got this message out. I have fibromyalgia, right? I know a bit about that, and I mean, I've talked enough about health today with people, and for those of you that know, I do always have my opinion on health issues, but try to not focus on pain, right? Try to not focus on pain is what I'm going to say right now, but I'm not going to get into fibromyalgia or anything like that right now. Try to not focus on anything that the doctor tells you, if you can. If you can just clear your mind and meditate and just focus on health and figuring out, like, you know, yeah, I know it's really bad. I don't want to get into it, because it's not that it's a controversial topic. My remedies for things are controversial. And the worst part about pain is when you focus on it. And I know when you're in so much pain, how can you not focus on it, right? It's like reverse, like how is that possible? But it's true. And there's a power to learning how not to focus on those things. And some things that happen to us are literally a manifestation of what we're holding on into internally. It's true. And I'm not talking about fibromyalgia right now. I'm just in general. You know, someone mentioned to me about, like, this woman had these marks on her face and stuff, and he said that they're very aggressive or whatever. And I said, no, like, yeah, they're aggressive, but I bet you that's something harbored inside of her that comes out in whatever way it can. So I know this is like, I don't know. I wish I knew how to keep this running so you guys can chat. This is just, it's a strong energy. It's not a dark energy. It's real. It's telling us what's going on. They actually want us to forgive them deep within their heart. That's what they truly want. Can you forgive me for feeling like I have to walk on eggshells around you? Well, yeah, we can, because we've forgiven you for 1,000 other things. That's nothing. We can forgive you, but are you going to come forward and talk to us? How are we going to forgive someone who's not even there? All I want for you to listen to me with an open heart. Well, you would have to come forward, Divine Masculine. Right? How are we supposed to listen to you with an open heart if you don't come forward? I mean, I think a lot of us are getting tired of these 5D messages. Let's just pray for them to like step up. Let's just stay, stay in our energy and just put that affirmation out there. Like, I'm looking forward to speaking to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I'm looking forward to hugging you. Just the simple things. And keep it real simple. If your man comes back or your woman, I will definitely say refrain from sex. I know we had that reading that said have some fun. Have some fun, sure. Do not have sex right now. You have to give them some time to think about things. And that's the truth. You have to give them some time to realize your connection without being intimate. Maybe even without kissing. Yeah, I'm refraining for sure. Like, I know I have to. For me, you guys choose what you want to do. And I'm just suggesting, at least for this next couple of weeks, if they come back, of course you welcome them back. Because there is a chance, a real strong chance right now that they're coming back. Or at least trying to communicate. Let them speak. And just almost show them, like, you don't even care anymore. In a sense, like, why do you care anyways, right? Why would we care anymore? Like, we are so sick and tired of hearing anything. Because everything they've said has been, in one way or another, not true in a sense. In the sense, like, oh, I love you, I care about you, this and that. Well, where are you? Like, why are you afraid? Why are you afraid to step up? Why do you feel like you have to walk on eggshells? Isn't that what a relationship's about? Is like facing your fears and coming forward. And even if you feel like you have to walk on eggshells, being able to say that to the person and talking about it. They clearly, for this group or for some of us in general, they clearly haven't learned how to be in a relationship. And for some of us, we haven't either. We're just smart enough to know. And we just use our common sense. So I hope everyone got something from this reading. And I hope you guys really enjoy your weekend. Just rest, rest, rest. Don't argue. I saw this saying on Instagram. I think a few people posted it, but basically it's like, I'm at this time in my life. You're welcome, Susie. And I'm at this time in my life where you can tell me 1 + 1 = 5, and I'm just going to say, you're right. Just be like that. You're right. This is Pisces season, and this is a time to do something different. And I think I've told everyone that for the last few days. It's a time that you're going to be tested. Things are going to come back. Are you going to react the same way or no? Only even drop the kid arguments. Just be like, you're right, hon. A box of cereal, okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's just a time to just kind of like let it slide. I did some research, and I don't even know where I got this from. I'm just trying to think right now. But basically, this was actually on social media as well. And it was like the rules of Buddha. And they were basically saying stuff like, keep your meal portions small because you use too much of your energy, which in turn, like, uses up your liver. But they were saying stuff like, refrain from arguments and from those type of situations because it literally depletes you. It literally takes your energy from your brain and, like, leads to a quicker death in a sense. Please do like or subscribe, as I said, but then as I said again, I really don't care anymore. Because I can't keep on begging everyone. And I saw this guy on his Instagram, and he was the best guy ever. It wasn't about twin flames or anything. He's a chatter guy, and he goes over like interviews and this and that. And he was just like joking about it. He's like, oh, you guys watch it for free, like whatever. And I was like, you know what? That's the best attitude. That's exactly what I'm telling you guys to have that attitude. Yeah, it was from a Buddha that was saying this stuff about, not arguing, getting a good amount of sleep, not eating too much food at once, because it's basically using all your organs up and it's taking their energy. And it makes sense to me because I'll tell you, sometimes when I have to go through the comments and all that, I get depleted after. So now I'm just liking your comments. Even if I don't agree with them, as long as they're not rude, I'm still like, I see them. It's cool. Say whatever you want to say. It's your opinion. And everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And that's important. We have to follow what we believe because it's our life. It's our world we've created. And we continue to create every day. So I'm looking forward to going to meditate. I've even been too tired to meditate. Did you lose 80 pounds? You watch everything you eat, huh? The best thing, my whole life I was always up and down in weight, but I was very like anorexic at one point and all these different things. And the best thing I did was not calorie count, get rid of my scale. This is like over 10 years now that I've done this. And it all just balanced out. Everything balanced out. I just stopped I ate whatever I wanted. And in fact, I would have really high fat diets in the sense like pancakes for breakfast. And I'd have like, at the time, I would have like deep fried shrimp for lunch and salad for dinner. And I just lost so much weight because I was just enjoying myself. And now I'm healthier and all of that. But I still, even though I'm healthy, I still love my vegetables fried. My favorite vegetable is deep fried artichokes. I make vegan crab cakes that I fry. And I'm trying to move away from that too, slowly and surely. For some of you, like I've stopped smoking marijuana, I stopped coffee, stopped drinking. Those are big things. And it just came naturally now. And I know it's just part of my journey. It's just part of everything going on and coming my way. I have to level up even higher. And I want to live the rest of my life like, this half of my life, I've done it one way. And for the next half, I want to try something different. That's exactly all it comes down to. It's not about like changing for this or changing for that. It's just for the fun of it. I just want to live my life in a different way and see how fun it is. I don't know who had the loss, but I'm sorry if, I can't even play with that. How did you do it? Yeah. And hi, Jamie, and hi, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. Oh, yeah, so I have this book, and I kept on forgetting last time. So let's look up fibromyalgia right now, and I'm going to tell you what it says for the affirmation. I hope it has it. It has, like, pretty much everything. I wonder what else it would be under. Maybe under pain. Because it doesn't say fibromyalgia here, unless I'm spelling it wrong, which is very possible. But I think it's a F-I. So let's see under pain in general. Inflammation. Okay, we'll look up inflammation. That's definitely got to be in here. I hope. H-G-H-I. Insomnia, inflammation, C-itis. Okay, so I-T-I-S. Well, first of all, let's read this. So they have this first category, which I think just has to do with, like, I know for the back pain. Okay, here it goes. Okay, problem cause. So it's the problem cause, and the new thought pattern. So for inflammation, and then we're going to look at itis, and here's itis. Fear, seeing red, inflamed thinking. And what the affirmation or the new thought pattern is, my thinking is peaceful, calm, and centered. Repeat that. For itis, which is also under inflammation, the problem cause is anger and frustration about conditions you are looking at in your life. And the new thought pattern is, I am willing to change all patterns of criticism. I love and approve of myself. Is there something else anyone wants me to look up? Like we have joints here, okay? So joint issues, arthritis, elbow, knees, and shoulder represents change in direction in life and the ease of these movements. And the new thought pattern, I easily flow with change. My life is divinely guided and I am always going in the best direction. For indigestion, I'm going to look that up because honestly, like my stomach's been bothering me and I literally thought of it yesterday. I'm like, why? I'm so healthy right now, especially. Indigestion, gut level fear, dread, anxiety, gripping, and grunting. And the new thought pattern is, I digest and assimilate all new experiences peacefully and joyously. Is there anything anyone wants me to, sorry, my finger, inflammation, chronic pain. Let's see if that is if there's a title for chronic pain, and I'll just look up pain after. Cramps, no. So let's just see pain. LMNOP. Pain. This book, I've had it for so long, and the funny thing is my teacher recommended it, but he had the new version, and I'm like, oh, I have the old one. So pain. Pain is caused by, or what's the wording that it has there again? I want to use the exact wording. Sorry, my, you know, things. Here. So the problem cause, guilt. Guilt always seeks punishment. The new thought pattern, I lovingly release the past. They are free and I am free. All is well in my heart now. Is there anything else that anyone's saying? You want that book? It's Louise Hay. And it's a mini book. It's very small. You can carry it in your purse. I'm going to look up insomnia just because I see someone saying the word late. Let's look up insomnia. Like late night type of thing. What am I looking? Sorry, no. Yeah, insomnia. So I'm looking at I was looking up late there. See, I gotta rest. Insomnia. Fear, not trusting the process of life. Guilt. And what the new thought pattern is, I lovingly release the day and slip into peaceful sleep, knowing tomorrow will take care of itself. Is there anyone else that had anything they want me to look up? Anything. This book goes by the discs of your back. Like you can look up if you know the code of your disc. No worries happening. Well, now you have the affirmation for that. Is there anything else? Put weight. I wonder if there's something for weight gain. Let's see. Well, there's one for yeast infection, and I'll just say that. Just, you know, you never know. There's a lot of women on here. Denying our own needs and not supporting yourself. I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. Like, they have everything here, from whiteheads to wisdom teeth to wounds to wrist. They don't have weight gain. Maybe I'm looking up the wrong wording. That was yeast infection that I just said. Yeah, migraines. Let me look up migraines. I'm not going to keep repeating. Like, I'm going to just do one so that you can go back and look if you want to find it. Migraines. They even have miscarriage and everything here. So sad to see that. Migraines, headaches. Dislike of being driven, resisting the flow of life. Sexual fear can usually be relieved by masturbation, in brackets. I relax into the flow of life and let life provide all that I need easily and comfortably. Life is for me. I'm going to look at headaches. Isn't that interesting? They say you can actually relieve your migraine by masturbation. Interesting. Headache. Invalidating the self, self-criticism, and fear. I love and approve of myself. I see myself and what I do with eyes of love. I am safe. Is there anything else anyone wants me to see? This is really interesting. Yeah, I've been dreaming really crazy. Neck bone, okay. And anxiety. Let me try and remember that. But let's look up the neck. Let's see if there's anything under neck. I might have to actually look up the actual bone. Neck. neck problems. Also see spinal misalignment, page 64, stiff neck, 74, stiff neck. Refusing to see the other side of a question, stubbornness and inflexibility. And the new way of looking at it is with flexibility and ease that I see all sides of an issue. There are endless ways of doing things and seeing things. I am safe. Let me look up stiff neck just to get deeper into that. Unbending bullheadedness. It is safe to see others' viewpoints. What did you have there? Fever. You're welcome. I think I saw, what was it? Fever. We did do the stomach one, or the indigestion, but I'll look that up again. But I just want to see fever and anxiety. So let's do anxiety first, because that's a huge one for people. Anxiety. Like, they have everything here. Anus, ankle, Alzheimer's. Anxiety. Not trusting the flow and the process of life. And the new way to see it is I love and approve of myself, and I trust the process of life. I am safe. I really want to look up Alzheimer's, because, you know, this is something we can all do to prevent, for preventation. Refusal to deal with the world as it is. Hopelessness and helplessness and anger. There is always a new and better way for me to experience life. I forgive and release the past. I move forward into joy. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, please do, like, if you can, but it's up to you. Hives. Let's look up hives. That's something I used to get as I got hives for one summer, and they were terrible. And then I just got teased even more. Every day I'd arrive at school, I'd have these huge hives. Hives, let's see. GH, yeah. Like, they have everything here. Gas pains, fungus, hives. It's very good. It's probably cost 15 bucks, and it's 15 bucks worth it. Like, I've had this for over, I don't even know, since I was, who knows, in my 20s. Hives. Small hidden fears, mountains out of molehills. The new way of looking at it, I bring peace to every corner of my life. So those are literally meditations. You can probably get this book right on Amazon. This book has been around forever. My teacher tried to get me to get it. I already had it, you know. What's going on there with someone's anus ankle? I don't know what that is. Thank you, Shiloh Word. I hope it stops being sore. Oh, your ankle, is someone's ankle hurting? Who, like, hives. I don't know if you guys are joking around, but you're making me laugh at that stupid comment there. It's okay. Stomach and knots. I did mention the stomach issues, but let's just see if there's something under stomach, because I looked up, I don't even know what I looked up anymore, but this is a great book. This is perfect way to close my night helping you guys out here. And I'm actually going to do some of this too tonight. Stomach. Stomach problems, dread. So this says, like, stomach problems, gastritis, peptic ulcers, and says, like, you can also look under those. So we have two things here for stomach. So stomach, first of all, holds nourishment, digest ideas. I digest life with ease is the new way of looking at it. Stomach problems, dread, fear of the new, inability to assimilate the new. And the new way to look at this is life agrees with me. I assimilate the new every moment of every day. All is well. And even stuttering, like, you know, this is something I do occasionally. Insecurity, lack of self-expression, not being allowed to cry. Well, I cry all the time if I want, but whatever. I am free to speak up for myself. I am now secure in my own expression. I communicate only with love. And I'm being guided to look at suicide here. So see life only in black and white. Refusal to see another way out. And the new way to look at that is I live in the totality of possibilities. There is always another way. I am safe. One of my, I moved my affirmation. I made a new affirmation and I had to literally put, I am safe, because I'm having these trust words come out of me like I trust no one. I keep on saying it lately and I don't say that. And I'm like, I got to stop that. Like, I can trust everyone around me. I'm around trustable people. People in my life are trustable. It just is the way it is. So let me see. I'm looking here, but let me see what you guys need. Is the book on YouTube? I don't know, but maybe. I think it's better to actually buy the book, so you don't have to go to YouTube and figure out where these are. So yeah, I really recommend it. I'm pretty sure it's no more than 15 bucks. Who knows, maybe it's 10 bucks now. When I got it, that was probably almost 15 years ago, for sure, around that time. Maybe 10, but whatever. Point being, heal your body. And she has another book I use, which is about numbers, and it's about calculating your day, and it actually works really well. Hi, Gracie. We're just looking at affirmations for, I guess it would be called an affirmation, but it's a new way to look at it, is what she says, how she categorizes it. The new way of thinking about this. Let me get her exact words, because I like to use the new thought pattern. See what a difference it is? Like when things are worded in a certain way. Addictions. Let's go for addictions. Running from the self, fear, not knowing how to love yourself. I now discover how wonderful I am. I choose to love and enjoy myself. And I did research on this girl when I first got into her, which was in my very early 20s. And she was one of the, I don't know what you want to call it right now, lack of words. But basically what happened is she was raped when she was young, very young. And the manifestation grew cancer in her uterus. Because she kept on thinking about it and kept on being sad about it. And, you know, obviously it really hurt her. And so she had cancer in her uterus, and she said, I have to do this, because she was someone who was one of the first persons in New York to gather people with AIDS. So they were able to come there and talk about their problems, and she would help them heal. Like, I don't know about healing their AIDS away, but healing their issues along with it by doing this type of stuff, like releasing. And she got this uterus cancer, and she says it was because she was raped when she was younger, and so it manifested in her, this cancer, because she hated it so much what happened to her. And those are probably not her exact words, but point being, she did this and healed herself. So I'm sure she did many other things like fasting and whatever other medical things she did, but she healed herself, and that's where this lady comes from. And you know, I love her story. She represents a lot of people. Like, she's the, you know, let's just say like Doreen Virtue and all that. I don't love all the people that she backs up, but her story's great, and her work, she's helped probably hundreds of thousands of people, probably millions. So you got to respect that no matter what. That's a good thing. That's a good, and I don't even know if she's alive still. I don't pay any attention to her anymore. I know she does have a video on YouTube, morning affirmations, and every once in a blue moon I listen to them. I used to listen to them all the time, but now I have my own morning affirmations I do, so I don't need to listen to her anymore. But sometimes, like, if you're just feeling down, play that in the background. Louise Hay, her morning affirmations, and it's like an hour-long video. Just play it in the background. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna go, and I thank you so much, and I'll definitely be back Monday. I think I'm gonna take a break for now, though. At least for the weekend, just for the weekend. And anyone that's booked, yeah, I'm still gonna do your readings. If you didn't get your reading today, it's just because I was really booked with live readings, and now I'm pretty much exhausted, but I didn't want to close off the week with that one reading that I got this morning, which is kind of dark, you know, it's kind of sad. Good night, Susie. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. You're awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for all your likes. Pull up in a tip. Wait, oh my god, the collective may want to put in hip wider Cindy a cup of love title new moon reading shift the fan